Also, right now at 6, abuse charges dismissed in a shocking case out of Meeker, Oklahoma.
Now, remember back in July, we told you about a 15-year-old boy found starving in a barn. Prosecutors then told us the victim was on the brink of death. We've learned that abuse charges against members of his family, including his father, Jimmy Jones, have been dropped in this case. News 4's Lili Zhang looked into why charges were reduced here.
A defense attorney tells us the remaining charges against the victim's family members are still very serious, but we look deeper into why that abuse charge has been dismissed as of right now.
It's kind of like a list of ingredients for a recipe, and so each charge is viewed in isolation.
In the case against this man, Jimmy Jones, a preliminary hearing this week was over felony charges of child abuse and child neglect. Jones was charged in July after a 15-year-old boy was found starving, living in a barn near Meeker, Oklahoma, allegedly surviving off twigs and grass. Jones's attorney, Perry Hudson, confirming Friday his client will face trial for child neglect, but not child abuse.
Both of these offenses have the same punishment. It carries 0 to life, or in the alternative, a term not exceeding 1 month in the county jail. If you are convicted of either child abuse or child neglect, you must serve 85% of that punishment before you are eligible for parole or earn credits.
At this week's hearing, we're told a doctor who treated the boy testified there were obvious signs of malnutrition. According to Crawford, a lot can happen between the time charges are filed and that hearing.
Either evidence goes missing, a witness recants what they told law enforcement, either a witness doesn't show up, or a victim doesn't testify at the preliminary hearing, or the state's evidence is just not sufficient to bind over the defendant for trial.
Jones is due back in court in June. Reporting in the newsroom, Lili Zhang, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Lili, thank you. Now, we tried in every possible way to ask the DA why abuse charges were dropped, but so far we haven't heard back.